Alright, so we had our second successful 3D carve for our tap handle design for Gamecraft Brewing Company. And aside from just a little bit of it being off-center, it actually turned out pretty darn good. And so the orientation for it was just like this. And so we did the roughing. You can see on here, here's another version of the roughing. And so what we ran into last night, or was it the night before? I forget. Whenever I was trying to do this last, I ended up running into an issue that I have since resolved, where we want to work a buffer zone, and the buffer zone is going to help clean up this outer area based off of, differences in the variation of wood. And so I just put a 1/4 of an inch of buffer, which was able to get this. So, I mean, yeah, it's not too bad of a mill. But for a 3D, and it's kind of interesting really watching the tool head. The tool head's sitting there, and the tool head's going around the curve, and so it's working the X, Y, and the Z axis simultaneously, which isn't normally or typically associated with a flat large format milling machine, because it's usually just like XY plunge, XY plunge, XY plunge. Whereas this one is constantly working the Z axis, kind of almost in reverse, and so it's more apt to professional milling, which is really cool, being able to do it on a desktop system. So really, all we got to do is just some finished sanding in order to get some of this down, and then this one's done. I mean, it's a little off, but still pretty darn cool that we were able to accomplish it. Sand here in order to smooth that out, and then sand here to get that out, because again, it was just a little bit off center, and we're talking like fraction, like 1/2 mil off center. And so we're gonna do this one next and see how this one turns out. And when I was doing it in the garage and the kids were asleep, I'm hoping it's not going to be too loud, because yeah, I want to get some of this done without waking the house and neighbors up. So we're gonna hopefully get some milling done, because actually it wasn't too loud, not too bad at all. So we're gonna change the our spiral upcut bull nose end mill here out for back to our 1/4 inch downcut bit, and then we'll swap back over to the spiral upcut here in a little bit. And then I left quite a bit on here. We could probably shorten this up a little bit, that way there's not so much tension. But yeah, that bit did pretty darn good for milling this out. It was really good surface finish. So yeah, pretty darn cool for one of the first tests and whatnot. So, but I mean, even that one could be a production piece once we get it situated. So yeah, we're gonna keep playing with it, get better with this. I really love it when the camera freezes when I'm like mid-sentence and mid-talk. And it's like one thing I gotta figure out and get fixed. And so maybe that's like, changing the cameras out from the GoPros to something different. It's just like, I do like having the GoPros as the kind of go-to. And so, anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and reset our mounts. I'm gonna have to get this thing squared up. At least get it somewhat mounted right now. And I gotta play around with the settings on it. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Alright, what I should do actually is I should go ahead and just get caliper, because we did mill some wood off not long ago. We want to get a better cal on the dimensions of this wood now. So we're going to grab a set of calipers. 1.40 and 1.43. 1.44, 1.44, 1.43, 1.44, 1.43. So 1.43 and 1.40. So our Z is going to be 1.40. Our X is going to be 1.43. Get this thing squared up. Let's see, my little jig. A little 3D printed jig. Come on. All right. So, small tape measure with a pencil. Know that we need to go four inches. It's like these these came, I mean, it was supposed to be 8 by 1.5 by 1.5 inches. Definitely is not. And this one's got a 1/16 of an inch of disparity. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7/16. So 7/16 would be 1 7/16. Oh, I'm terrible at math. .78125 as a fraction. 25-30 seconds. 25-30 seconds. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have 30 seconds on here, but hey, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 30 seconds on here. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25. It doesn't seem right. Maybe it is, I don't know. It's like 3/4 and 5/8. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Let me remeasure real quick. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it's 7/16. Divided versus divided. So we go 16 plus 7, 23. So 23/16, so 11.5. So yeah, this is pretty darn ghetto as I'm like hanging over. And that makes a lot more sense. Just eyeballing it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Let's jog that thing after we change the bit that is. No tool changing. If I only had an auto changer. Joking by the way. Gosh dang it. Come on. All right. Oh, what did I say the dimensions were? I completely forget, and that's terrible. I think it's 1.4 and 1.43. Oh, gosh. Yeah, 1.43. And then I want to say it was 1.4. Let's come over here. So our material 1.43 and 1.4. Okay. So we'll adjust those 1.43, 1.4. And now we're going to go next 3, 4, that's 1.442, 3. I think it's going to be 0.5. Tool pass, continue. And so the reason that I have this set in that fashion right there, and I got the Makita router blocking basically my entire body, is this is for me to get this to center. And so this wood is center. And so you need to go, we're going to change this, and this is where we're going to adjust the settings last time, because 1.43 on the XY is different than 0.75. So we'll go 1.43 divided by 2. Oh. 1.43 divided by 2. 0.715. So we're going to go negative 0.715, enter. We're still at negative 4. And so, bam, there we go. And there is our center for this. And so now we're going to generate tool pass. We're going to continue. That's the setting that I did not adjust last time, which is where I have my folly. So this is going to be my rough cutting. And so now I carve. Okay, we need to raise the bit up. Okay, history. Let's see. This morning. Principles. AI principles. 3D printing professor. There we go. Yeah, he and I chatted a little bit, so very cool. Anyway, we're going to go to 3D models. Not sure where he has the flute. There we go. Musical recorder instrument. download. Open that up in a brand new Bamboo Studio, and we're going to test out one of these in gray and then one in rainbow? Pink rainbow? Because I snapped one. I've actually snapped 2 of them so far because they were such a tight fit. And I'm hoping that the expansion for like the silky filaments, because they do expand a little bit more, the expansion of the silky filaments will allow for a better compression fit. So I want to get some of these prints going real quick. And I have no idea if Bamboo Studio just crashed on me or where it went. So there's a thread, not thread, not thread. So nope, nope, nope.